This is a Stand Up New York Labs production, providing you podcasts since 2013.
I am someone who is looking for love, real love.
Sex in the city. Sex in the city with Jay. Sex in the city with Jay and Ian.
Ridiculous, inconvenient, consuming. Can't live without each other, love.
Hello.
I'm in a very good mood because as soon as I walked in, the hotel next door, the guy opened the trunk of the car, and two giant balloons went flying out. They were like two giant numbers. In my head, it says 69. And they they all went to catch it. And they were like, no. And then the balloons flew away.
Oh.
And there are two things that make me so sad. And one of them is when people lose a balloon. Like when a kid loses a balloon, I think it's the saddest thing. And also when people drop food on the floor, it makes me very sad. So my
goal of 2019 is to give you a balloon and a sandwich at the same time.
No, it's not so much when I drop it.
And then smack them both out of your hand.
No, what you can do is have an old person with a balloon and a sandwich, and then
I don't want to
smack
spend time with an old person.
Smack them both at it. One time, my dad had a tray of food that he just got, and he dropped it. And it was the saddest thing because he's also stubborn and refused to go get new food. And I was
Did
like,
he eat it off the floor?
No.
Or he just
he was
decided
like,
not
now
to
I'm
eat?
not going to eat. And I was like, you are so hungry. Don't be stubborn. Eat. And
One time I bombed so hard that I told myself I didn't deserve a meal afterwards. When I was younger, we had a neighbor friend of mine from up the street, Mike Ellis, came over, and we were having spaghetti, and I carried out the spaghetti with meatballs, and I went, "It's a me, it's a my, I delivered the spaghetti," and then the plate fell, and the meatball bounced on the floor and rolled up to my dad's foot, and they kicked my friend out to yell at me.
Did he smash the meatball with his foot and twist on it?
No, but that would have been very funny. Welcome to Sex in the City podcast.
But that's not the happy part of it,
What?
because then they were all sad about the balloon going away. But then the balloon did this magical thing where, are you okay? Mm-hmm. All right. You're having a hard time with the microphone.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Continue about your balloons.
The balloon did a magical thing where it started to float down. And everyone's like, look. And two guys started running towards it. And
Was it the clown? He goes, "We all float down here."
And there were a bunch of us on the street who were now rooting for it. We were like, get it. And then the guy jumped and caught it, and everyone cheered on the street. It was very exciting.
What a New York moment.
Oh, it really was.
That wouldn't happen in Staten Island.
No, everyone, they would have all popped the balloons
They would all been
beforehand.
like, don't touch the balloon.
Get those fucking balloons out of here.
Yeah.
So,
Welcome to Sexy in the City.
I'm Jay Miller.
I'm Ian Fidance.
We're not going to get into an episode today. I mean, do we ever? But we're going to go into some recap of what has happened since we released the episode, because we released 3 episodes, and we got some feedback from you guys.
It's really taken the world by storm.
It really is.
It's really, really picking up, taking off.
Number 163
on the charts,
iTunes,
beating
on
Amy
the chart.
Schumer like a balloon from a trunk. We don't know where it will go. We're currently beating Amy Schumer's podcast, which is insane. Somebody told me that they didn't like our podcast.
Who said that?
I forget. It might have been a dream. Or someone told me in real life. I don't know.
It's very possible. The first episode is not great.
Of ours?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the second episode is better.
The third episode's where we hit our stride.
The third episode is where we should have told everyone to listen.
Which is
to
interesting because that's the episode that gets into Sex in the City. But I like it. We're unconventional. We're different. We're not like everybody else.
It's true. Should we explain why we're number 123 on number 163 on the iTunes chart?
Check out where we are right now. We might be better. We got a real bombshell.
Can I explain it?
Get into it, Jay.
So there's a website called Fiverr.com where you pay people like $5. And there was a guy who said he'll get your iTunes podcast on the charts. You look at the disappointment of our producer who is so excited about our immediate success. You could pay him $5 and he'll get you to chart. His name is Jeems, and he is from Bangladesh. And now this is what's funny is that I've never done this stuff before. Like, these are things that people do, is that they pay for all this stuff. I've never done it. I never would do it. But there's something about...
You went to a place called Ask Jeems.
There's something about the fact that it bothers you so much.
Yes.
Because when I explained it to you, you're like, what? No, I don't want to pay
Yes,
for
because
fake.
it's inauthentic, and I would rather us build a These headphones stink. I would rather, sorry, Max. I would rather build a fan base organically and be a champion of the world on our own terms instead of getting a bunch of Bangladeshi fucking rapists to do it. Bangladesh is one of the highest rape counts in the world, so you're supporting rape culture anyway.
Well, listen, I asked Jeems what happened.
Yes, Jeems. Jesus Christ. That's the name of the episode, Jesus Christ.
There's a
Mark it, Max.
There's a lot of titles for this episode, so don't mark it yet. Jeems says it will be a 5 days promotion, and you will get from 10 to 20 rank and chart. If we need more half days work for getting the rank, we will provide service cost free until get high rank. So I said, okay, this is with the starter package. He's like, yep, YAP. But I ensure you that your podcast will not be underflagged. Maybe someone could give you first rank between half days, but your podcast may be flagged in. So be careful. Thanks.
Yap.
Yap. So I was like, oh, he really knows what's happening. But then...
yeah, Jeems in Bangladesh has really cornered the market on the iTunes charts.
But 2 days later, nothing.
I'm sorry I said that about rapists.
Nothing.
It's true.
No, you're stating a fact.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Continue.
So I asked Jeems what... I don't mean to keep doing that. But I asked Jeems what was happening because
Jeems instead of Jeems.
2 days later, nothing has happened. And I was like, please keep me updated. And he said, sure, I will work whole tonight only for you.
That sounds like a Grindr message. I will work whole tonight only for you. Sign me up.
And then the next day he was like, I will deliver at right time, but I will work tomorrow full day for you. And it's free of cost only for you because you are my first buyer for this gig. So I was like, oh no.
Max is giggling like a schoolgirl.
Jeems has never even
Max,
done this before.
Comments?
Well, how do you find this? Why are you his first?
I thought Fiverr was based in America.
No, apparently it's all over.
Fiverr is advertising on the subway to outsource work to Bangladesh. Holy shit.
Well, the next day, because then he was like, I hope you are satisfied with my work and leave a review. And I was like, Jeems, you did not do anything. I was like, I want my money back. And then
Give me back my $5.
And then he was like, did you read the reviews? And I was like, no, I didn't.
Wait till you hear these reviews.
And then I checked out the Jeems reviews. But then I saw he was like, did you see that you are ranked 163? And I was like, oh my God, Jeems worked.
Wow, Jeems is a genius.
And I thought, like, because for me, I'm like, it's a funny thing, 163, like, it doesn't matter. But then you could tell people were messaging me being like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm so happy for you. And I was like, nothing has happened.
Right. But then it's like people message you and go, hey, I'm happy for you. And you go, well, check it out and see what all the buzz is about.
Yeah.
I know people that have had incredibly popular podcasts by doing this exact same thing up front, but they don't tell anyone about it. And they don't go on air and release a podcast telling people specifically that they're frauds. They just keep it inside. Literally, somebody had a conversation with me and said, this is what we're doing with such and such podcast. Do not tell anyone, but we're going to bump it up. And now this person is like blowing up. They're huge.
Wow.
Yeah. And they kept it a secret the whole time.
Well, I've known people.
Here's the thing. I do not like that we did this, but I feel like we're reconciling it by being upfront about being frauds.
Well, because I was like, this has to be a bit that we
Right,
talk
right,
about.
right,
It has to
right.
be a thing. Do you think we could ask Jeems to pay? Like, how much can we pay to get to number one? Can it be a running thing with
Is
Jeems?
it only Jeems or is it multiple Jeemses?
It's just Jeems. I think this. If we could get
Also, please start reading his reviews. We can only jock the system if he fixes his review system because these are the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
I want to get.
Let's read.
I want to get Jeems on the phone.
Do you have his number?
No.
Yay!
But can we call Jeems and ask if we could get to
You're
number
the
one?
only one talking to Jeems.
Let's talk about some of the Jeems reviews.
Well, first, let's read a legit review.
Okay.
Because I'll be honest, some of these have been warming my heart.
I didn't turn it off. Okay, why don't you read some of the glowing reviews? And then I'll read Jeems. How about that? Because I didn't even see this first one. I didn't turn it off. By Lisa C. 28. Or Lissa.
She said,
Only have 45 reviews.
I didn't turn it off, which is actually a glowing review for me. Listen to 2 full episodes and intend to keep doing that. Look forward to see how they approach navigating the content of the show and seeing how often they can personally offend me.
Oh,
great.
That's nice. And then the next one is titled Comedy, and the review is Just Great Story.
Just is spelled Juse. So it's really Juice Great Story.
And we don't know who that's from.
Well, it's from JHGYUGIHU,
Well, then-
which is literally somebody punching a keyboard and then submitting that as a username.
The next review is Sex Land the City. And
Every time I go to an Uber with a foreign person, they go, Lan, because they think IAN, they think it's an L.
Oh.
Lan.
Okay, so that makes sense. But his review is tremendous. So that's nice.
And then the next review is from J. Ridge Scott. Wow, must be a person. They go by a first initial, intelligent. So then their subject is entertainment.
Yeah, they spelled entertainment wrong, apparently.
INTERT.
But this is a first-time mistake. Anyone could make that mistake once. Entertainment. Another one is Sex Land the City. Great show.
Another one is from Robert Duncan 43. Fun and entertainment.
Oh, wait.
World-class fun show.
Well, he spelled entertainment with an I again, so that was...
Obviously the same person.
You missed the one that was titled Comedy and says Just Full of Fun. That's Abraham.
And that's not to be confused with everybody should connect with this show. Great fun.
Oh, look at the title of that one. The James 6308 also wrote entertainment and fun with an I.
And then the next one is OMG, what a funny show. Just Call Awesome, which is a spinoff of Just Call Saul.
The next guy, Rocketry, said completely full of joy here.
Laughing show. That's what he called it. Laughing show. And the next one's my personal favorite. Ready? Sex in the City from Jamistar 28. I can call it Laughing Machine, LOL. Max is no longer pleased. Max is now upset. What do you think, Max?
No, it's definitely funny. It's really weird. So it's all Jeems. This is all Jeems.
No.
I mean,
The reviews.
no, not all the
think?
reviews. This one, we don't know who. This has to be a real person. Sexing the City is a great, fun audio show ever. That has to be a real one.
This is real. A must listen. These guys are witty and their banter is off the charts, awesome and hilarious. I've never watched Sex in the City, but I highly enjoyed this podcast and may even follow along by watching the episodes for the first time ever. Wow.
That's nice. Here's another one.
Yeah.
Entertainment. Sex in the City is full of fun audio show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Every entertainment is that Jeems?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of our fans can't spell well. So I'm kind of chalking it up
This
to
is
that.
good. I want nothing more than for Ian, and then I can't read the rest. But it says, I've got to admit, two dudes chatting about Sex and the City is the best content I've consumed in a really long time. The energy between Ian and Jay is borderline intoxicating, and it makes me want to rewatch the show as they pod about it. God damn it, SJP, get on this podcast. They're breathing life back into the show. If ever there is a reboot, it will be solely due to Ian and Jay. Also, if you're studying for the GRE, listen to this podcast and learn about words like vapidity.
Wow. Here's another one. Nice audio.
That's a compliment to you, man.
Yeah, that's me. That's on me.
That's good for you.
You don't need to know the TV show to relate and enjoy. Jay and Ian are some witty guys, and it's fun to listen to them, simply put. I can't wait to hear them talk about water sports.
Terry Williams said, just supper show ever.
This one's good. It says, sure, I'm the host of the show, but I also hate everything I do. For some reason, I do not hate this. I think it's great.
You wrote that?
Jay wrote that.
Oh, I wrote that.
You wrote that.
Did I also write this as great entertainment?
What if you're Jeems? What if one of your medications makes you black out and you turn into Jeems? Like a Jekyll and Hyde type thing.
If I could take drugs that would make me write reviews like this, laugh is a part of our life. So see the show and laughing. I would take that one every day. I'm being honest with you. I want to get laugh as a part of our life on. I want to get that tattoo. How many, I don't know, what contest do we need to run?
When we get the Patreon going, let's say if you pay a certain amount a month, we will get tattoos.
Will we get that? What if I get laugh is a part and then you get wait, if I get laugh as a part of our life and then you get so see the show and laughing so that when we stand next to each other it matches up. But it's also one of those weird art pieces that if you look at it one way, it says laugh is a part of our life. But if you look at it another way, it says Jeems.
No.
Oh.
Wait, let's do a Patreon eventually where if people pay enough, you'll get that tattoo and then I'll get the tattoo I've wanted for a while, which is a deer on my knee, and underneath it says Dear Jesus.
But wait.
That's fun.
So you want people to pay for a Patreon so that you can get a tattoo that you want?
Uh-huh.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, but then you'll get Jeems.
Yeah, but I don't really...
You want that.
Yeah, but I don't really want that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I want it as a sign of success to be like, you know what? If we come out successful, then I'll get it. But I'm not getting it just because I want it.
Well, it could be Dear Jeemsest.
What?
Dear Jeemsest?
Dear Jeemsest.
Dear Jeemsest.
I'll get Jeemsest Christ on me.
I don't know. I don't like the way you turn that around.
Well, you want these fantastical, flip-floppy designs so that when we put our wrists together, it has like a secret message.
Well, that's the point. We don't want it.
But I don't want it.
Yeah, but you can't tell me, okay, if I get 1 million retweets, then I'll get something I want.
How much would people have to pay a month?
Do it.
How much would people have to pay for you to get that?
To get something that when we...
My stomach hurts. I shouldn't eat that burger.
You shouldn't eat that burger.
It was your burger.
I got McDonald's before I got here, and just because I needed something quick. And I was
Yeah.
standing next to a homeless man, and we were both eating the same food. And I felt like that was kind of weird.
Why?
I don't know, because this shouldn't be the food I'm eating.
You saw the likeness between you two,
Yeah,
and it scared you?
We're basically the same.
That's kind of like the movie Us. I just saw Us last
okay, don't
night.
spoil that. I didn't see it yet. Okay, listen.
It's so
we
good.
have so much to go into.
Yes.
And we're already... This is supposed to be just a quick...
We could get through it in 15 more minutes.
Okay. So the other thing was when we wanted to promote. So Jeems, so we're gonna move forward on Jeems. I think I'm gonna message him and see if we can get him to come on the show. And then what we need to do
Yes.
to become the #1 podcast
Yes.
in the world.
Quick as possible.
And if we could also get Amy Schumer on the phone to see how she feels about us beating her in the rankings.
That could possibly happen, but I doubt it.
So we posted.
We could get someone else from her podcast on, like Rachel or Keith.
Yeah, let's do it. And let's
Also-
just rub it in the entire time.
Also, I've been promoting this on radio and different podcasts, and people are really into it.
Well, people are into the idea. Mm-hmm. No one's really into...
Us.
Yeah, there's a few people who are into us, but everyone loves the idea. I wish we could just... On the ranking, we're definitely like top 50 on the rankings of best ideas.
Right. But people, you got to hook them on the idea, and then they'll dive deeper and find out that we're more than an idea.
Well, we were really excited to post this Instagram. we did this.
Oh boy,
we did a photo shoot, which we're going to talk
Yep.
about on the next episode. So we did a photo shoot, and we did like a Photoshop. We had someone like do the work for us, which was
kind of a theme of ours.
What would you say the theme is?
Getting other people to do our work.
Well, I mean, we paid them,
Yeah,
but and we
I paid them.
no, you paid them with the money I gave you. Didn't I give you half the money?
No,
What do you mean no?
for later for the photographs. Let's not split hairs here.
No,
we got a
no,
Photoshop guy, and it wasn't
hold on,
that great.
hold
What?
on. You got the Photoshop, and I paid for the outfits.
True. Never mind. You're right.
So do you
You're
want to
right.
give me
I
half
totally
the money for
forgot.
the outfits, and then I'll give you half the money for the other thing? And why don't we just? I'll give you $20, and you give me $20 back.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Jeez, who paid Jeems $25?
All right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So
you're right.
expect it if we're gonna split hairs.
You're
expect
right.
a Venmo for my hair. So we were.
Go ahead.
So the Photoshop was good. He did a great job. I think it's, I get mixed with me because I am very particular and I like things to be a certain way.
Yes.
And so I kept being like, I want this text centered. I want this space on the side. How do you feel when I message you back with all that stuff? Do you get annoyed at it?
You're very particular in the sense of it's not centered, and needs to be a lighter shade of beige.
Yeah.
And then I immediately just make rash decisions, and I go, okay. And then I email and go, hey, this is blah, 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 blah. And then you go, well, what about this? And I go, oh shit, I shouldn't.
Oh
have
my
just...
God, dude, if I text you something, you do it before I even finish typing.
Because if I don't, I'll forget it.
I'm just like, hey, can you ask this guy if he could do this? And then you're like, da-da-da-da. I was like, but don't tell him in this way. And you're like, oh, I just sent him what you told me. And I was like,
yeah.
was like,
I know. I either do stuff immediately right away the wrong way, or I wait and then don't do it at all.
yeah, that's where it's so different. Because you do
Whoopsies.
things right away, or I'll do things like, give me 4 days, and then I'll maybe do it.
Yeah.
But that's why we work so well.
We do.
But we posted our Instagram photo in the morning, and we were so excited
And the picture
for it.
was of you in a tutu, me in a camisole on a bus, just like the episode 106 with don't want to spoil it.
Spoiler.
But it's perfect. On the bus, the iconic intro to the show, the whole centerpiece of the intro. This is what it is. So much fun on the streets of Manhattan, taking this picture in the middle of traffic. People are stopping, taking pictures.
We're going to talk about
We're
it.
plugging the pod. No one likes it. And then we post it, and literally no one likes it.
We get nothing.
Nothing.
Because I posted in the morning, and I get on average, I'd say 100, 200 likes on a photo. And I got like 7 likes in an hour. And I'm not even someone who's like addicted to likes, But I was like, wow, no one is liking this. And I really thought, because of that photo, I was like, wow, I really thought I'd get a lot. And you were like, can't do it at 10 o'clock. And then you took your photo down. And then you posted again at 3 o'clock. Got nothing.
Took it down.
Took it down. Posted it again at 7 o'clock.
Got nothing.
Nothing.
Took it down.
Took it down. And also, I
Posted that night, nothing, took it down, and then the next day I posted a completely different picture. And that finally got like close to 200 likes.
Well, I found out because I tried to pay Instagram to promote it, and they denied it, and I couldn't figure out why. And I found out there was too much text in our photo. And
They don't like text photos?
why are you yawning?
Because I've been up early working and stuff this morning
All right,
with emails and writing, and I watched the show today to take notes.
all right. Well,
And I made a big breakfast.
don't make like the podcast ruining your day.
It's not. This is,
people are-
I've been looking forward to this.
People are listening to this. They hear you yawning. Or they see it. They see it.
Who's seeing it?
It doesn't sound like Laughing Machine.
But this is good entertainment. All right, so continue.
Do we? Well, yeah, it was because there was too much text on it. That's why. So
Right. So then, anyway, we got whatever. And then people have been messaging us. You posted it on your little J group on Facebook, and everyone really loved it. And I'm telling you to make people write legit reviews, and you're like, well, I'd much rather just have Jeems do it. I'm like, you have people that are legit.
But we have a bunch of good reviews. We have a bunch of real reviews.
We do. But you have a bunch of people on Facebook that are legit loving it, and
But
all you have to do is like write a review, and they're like, well, we'll just comment in the thread.
Because most of them are like, I don't know. They're all messaging me. I don't know how to leave a review. So
All you do is just copy and paste the podcast, send it to them, and then they just
they don't know how. What am I supposed to do?
tell. I explain to people.
Well, then I explain it to them too. But I can't sit with people and go
It takes not
through
even
it
2
because
minutes.
I could barely understand it.
So make a thread post.
Oh God, I'm trying to find some of their reviews that I sent to you.
You know, Jeems isn't going to do everything.
That's where you're wrong because I have a feeling he's going to do a lot for us.
I posted something that people said.
And I sent you some texts.
Some girl said, "Wow, you guys really covered a lot of topics in that short amount of time. Sex, suicide, cunnilingus. It makes me want to watch the show. Can't wait to hear the rest. It really made me laugh. Ian is very funny. Well done, you guys." That would be such a great review, but it's on Facebook.
I had a few people tell me that we talked too much about suicide in the first episode.
Well, you know, it's a part of life.
Yeah, I don't even remember doing that, but if you're bothered by that, you should probably kill yourself.
Oh, shit. That's great. Okay, moving on. What's up next on the docket?
Well, there was the one text I sent you from a lady friend with I was like, here's a review.
Oh, and then half the picture I saw her butt. It was a good butt. Can we get her butt on the podcast?
Yeah, she's a
Well,
solid
you know what would be a
butt.
fun Patreon? If people pay enough a month, we'll release nudes that girls have sent us. And guys.
Again, that's not a thing that anyone wants.
What? Max?
I think that's what a lot of Patreon is.
Yep.
It's a lot of I think it's a lot of nudes.
Yup.
From who? For who?
The people that
I
pay
think it's
for it.
like mostly it's attractive women, and I don't know.
You think Patreon is mostly attractive women?
I think
No,
the
but
ones sending nudes
you
are.
and I get a lot of naked pictures from people. So ask them, hey, if we block out your face, it'd be kind of hot if we posted it, and then our Patreons would subscribe and see
I'm not
it.
doing that.
Jay,
Because the people who are paying because they want to.
what are you gonna pay Jeems to send nudes? This fucking fat Bangladeshi cock. He probably fucked that up too. He probably fucking smell his
send his
cock.
balls.
Yeah.
Here is the
Jeems'
picture
balls.
you requested. It's like,
Fun laughing machine balls. Just his scrot sack. He'd cover his balls and just stretch his scrotum. It's like, Jeems, no one wants this.
I'm baffled by the idea that you think people want to pay because they enjoy a Sex and the City podcast with the two of us, and in return for paying, we will send you pictures of other girls' tits. Like, who would be into that?
Some of them.
Not enough. People would want to-
Email us. If you'd be into this or you like any of these ideas, email us sexianthecity@gmail.com. Moving on, Jay. With that girl, she had a steady dumper. I was into it.
Which girl?
The girl you sent me the screenshot of.
No, don't call it a dumper. No, that's not attractive at all.
She had a hot hiney.
Yeah, well, that's what, she's 4 years old.
No!
What is going on with the sniffing today?
I started smoking again, and it's fucking up my sinuses.
Well, anytime you sniff, you got to look away from the microphone.
Yeah, you're right.
You do a little.
Something also you've been doing is posting screenshots of our private conversations on the Instagram page. Follow us on Instagram, sexianthecity on Instagram, and you can see some of the things Jay has been posting without my permission.
Here's one that we didn't post that I wanted to, where I told you that we were also doing this thing on Instagram where we were. I don't even know what you call it, but it's a bot that follows other people. So you pay for them to follow every Sex and the City person, and then then that person sees that you're following them and they go, oh, they just followed me. Let me follow them back. And then in the middle of the night, we unfollow them. We're basically one night standing everyone on Instagram.
We're ghosting. Followers.
People. And so I tried to explain it to you. And I wrote to you, I go, I just want to make sure you're cool with that, even though we were already 5 days into it. And you're like, that's weird. You could just do that? And I was like, we could do anything. And my explanation of it, I was like, we randomly like some pic of a fatty from Nebraska who loves Sarah Jessica Parker. She's like, what's this? She thinks we purposely sought her out and loved her pic of her fat foot trying on a pair of YSL and Marshalls. And then you wrote back, what's YSL? And that was so disappointing to me.
What the fuck's a YSL?
It's Yves Saint Laurent.
Jay. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. That's the name of the pod. Jesus Christ.
And here's another message that another conversation with us that I didn't post that I wanted to. Out of nowhere, you tweeted me this photo of, or you texted me this photo from the New York Post, a headline that says, woman suffers stroke after oral sex orgasm causes brain bleed. And then you wrote, is it weird if I airdrop this to phones on the subway with a call me gif?
Eat pussy so good you give him a stroke.
Which brings me to the funniest headline that you shouldn't laugh at. And I should have had it prepared, but I don't. So forget it.
No, keep it up with the dead air, Jay. Keep it up.
We'll just cut to you saying it like it was just there.
No, Max.
You're gonna
shut the fuck up. We're keeping this dead air to
Max
make Jay learn his lesson.
Max is gonna do editing.
Come on! Oh, shots fired! Pew 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 pew! Come on, Jay.
Who did I text this to?
Jesus Christ! You sharing my conversations with other people too? Who's in your corner that you're sharing these things with?
I just saw
Jeems
this morning.
Is it Jeems?
I prepared all this on the way. How much did you prepare for this episode?
A lot. You want to see my notebook?
No.
Well, you'll see it.
All right. Well,
do we have any other talking points about our updates? I've got an update.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Oh, here we go. Let's hear it.
This is the worst headline I've ever laughed at.
And I sent it to you?
No.
Oh.
Woman on spring break trip killed after falling out car window while yelling, "Bye, Miami."
Oh, God. Yeah, that was really sad.
Why did I have to mention that? That's what she was yelling.
Why did you have to mention it on the show?
Because I find it so, because I just see her be like, "Bye, Miami." Like, she's so happy.
Yeah, but that's so sad.
That's what I said is the worst thing I've ever laughed at. It's not nice.
Uh-huh.
Okay, anything else on this list? Bye,
Thank God
Miami.
we took that walk around the block. What? No, I think that's it. Oh, you have written down your doppelganger. You sent me a picture of some bartender that looks like you.
No. Somebody sent me a picture. Someone, and people do this all the time, where they're like, dude, there's someone here who looks just like you. And then whatever photo they send me right after that is going to be awful. And so someone was like, this bartender looks just like you. And sent me a photo of the worst looking person. It was like, what are you doing? Are you texting?
Well, now I'm searching for something to fucking put up your ass.
What? It's a weird way to say that. But yeah, no, anytime someone says I found a picture of your doppelganger, it's not gonna be good.
Well, just so you know,
we'll put it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
The picture.
You sent me that picture, and I started sending it to friends of mine as a reaction shot. And one guy goes, "Who the fuck is that? What is that?" And I go, "Just some random guy that looks like my friend Jay." And he goes, "He's criminally ugly."
No, he does. See, that's the thing. He doesn't look like me.
He looks just like you. I just made that up. He didn't say criminally ugly. He just said, "Oh, word." But I just wanted to get a dig in at you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, that's a good part to end this.
Oh, now I feel bad for calling you ugly.
Yeah, you should have said it looks nothing like you.
He does look like you, though, if you were like a parrot.
Oh, I did ask. I did ask people to send an email with thoughts, and we did get an email.
Oh.
It's from Jeems.
What's it say?
No, it said, the theme song. First of all, Max, the theme song, do you have a real version of the theme song, or are you just using the one I played on my phone?
Yeah, that's the only one I have.
Oh, yeah, because it's not a good quality every time you listen to the episode.
Yeah, it sounds like we're listening to it underwater.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have another version of it?
Can you send the original file?
Yes, we'll send the original.
Yes.
And
So get to the email.
I don't think I love it anymore.
What? I love it.
And someone else told me they didn't love it.
What'd they say?
Oh, someone said they had mesothelioma. That's where you're afraid of certain sounds.
No, that's a lung disease. Mesothelioma is a fucking lung disease.
Well,
that
then
you
I
can
don't-
get money from for calling Salino and Barnes.
Well, then I don't know how the song is affecting that. But
What's the email say?
it said suggestions first. Can you post things like this a little bit further in advance? Oh, because I asked for people to send emails last night. I would love to hear both of your top 3 sexiest moments versus unsexiest moments of the episode.
Ooh.
We'll do that next
That's
one.
nice, yeah.
I already know for 106 the unsexiest moment. Now compliments. What a great idea for a podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys sharing your personal experiences and personalities with candor is 4 thumbs up emojis.
Oh, that's so nice.
It makes red lights way doing shorter. Is this Jeems?
Is this Jeems? Oh, no. Jeems, you son of a bitch.
Your banter is also 1 thumb up emoji. I love that it's not so produced and hence comes out to be more authentic than other podcasts. That's a dig at Max. I like that.
Oh, no. Like it's not fake. We're very authentic.
Well, I want it to be a dig at Max. So, and that is from CKDK.
Oh, that was so nice. Thank you.
And that's it. This is just an episode, just kind of summing up.
Where we've been, what's been happening since we hit 163 in the iTunes charts. We're
Lives have
charting.
changed. We're charting. Some say our show is off the charts, and I'm like, no.
Did you hear the toilet flush? That was a perfect time for a toilet to flush because that one was a stinker. Thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Sex in the City. I'm Ian.
I'm Jay.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.